Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. D. Eric Body Beats, it's a vibe.
So I went out with Steve, and I was
Can't
like,
stand golfing.
you know what? Let me tell.
I'm not go ahead and finish it. I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, a lot of people don't. You know, especially culturally, like we don't typically fuck with golf like that.
Yeah, golf just don't fuck with me like that. But go on. I tried it. It was a nightmare.
And it was for me too. I told you I shot 100 on 9 holes.
Damn.
That's like really bad. They were like, damn, why'd you even come out for golf? Here, so my grandmother, when she moved me out from the city, and we moved to the burbs, she got me a job. I don't even know how she figured this out. She was on something.
Grandma was on it
because she knew she wanted me in that environment. That's what the whole point. And I didn't get it, obviously. Damn, I didn't. Thank you, Ma. I didn't understand that until literally just now. But she wanted me not necessarily to learn the golf, but she knew that people who play golf be on something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Typically.
Yeah, that's what she was
because
on.
it's an expensive sport to play.
It truly is.
Whereas, what are the cheap sports? What's the cheapest sport?
Basketball.
I would say even cheaper is soccer. And guess
soccer.
You literally just need a ball.
Yeah, you need a ball for that.
So, now, wonder is the biggest sport
in the world.
because it's the one that everyone can afford.
True.
So again, if you're the kind of person who can play golf, which is not one of if not the most expensive sport to play, then again, that environment's different.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got Tyrone from the hood. Although I think is it changing? Do you think one of the Chief Keef niggas is playing golf?
He should be playing golf. That would be dope. That would be dope. Nah, it should change though. I mean, we should all be incorporating our shit. That's like a whole country issue. You know, that's a whole just us coming to. But it's like I get the value of it. Like even the whole private school situation we were talking about to bring it back. But then you have that element too, where it's like it's gonna eliminate a lot of people that are gonna be left behind in a mental space. You know what I mean? Regardless, like they're not gonna get that be privy to have the cash to go to the private schools or whatnot.
But like everybody's got the capability though.
Capability,
right?
For sure.
Everyone's got
capability for sure. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But it's like they almost don't even want you to know. It just seems negative, so I don't want to say it.
But I think you can say that. I know where you're going with it.
I feel it's like they don't necessarily want you to be outside of the matrix, so to speak. Like they need this matrix to run. I think
you are correct, but it's also because there's two parts to this system. That's this whole capitalism part, right? Where it's telling you to go out and get your shit, be an owner. You can go be the one that can be at the top. But then there's also this very other part to it where it's the consumer part. Don't be an owner at all. Just buy the shit. Be this. Like fall into this line. Don't think you can actually do that amazing shit that over there that seems so impossible. You know? Or fake it on this side or whatever have you. You know, I think it's just two sides to it that we kind of lean towards. And some people really, it seems distant. Ownership seems so distant on the other side of things. And we just are so branded with everything in our faces. We're not branded with ownership in our faces.
Right.
We're branded with owners selling us consumer products, but we're not branded with ownership in our faces.
And so I believe what my job and what CARESNONE's job, it's not necessarily ownership, but maybe like ownership of yourself too, man. I don't know. But I feel like what my job is...
You on something? I'll elaborate on it.
No, please elaborate on it.
Yes? Okay. So I was thinking about this actually. I think we are onto something where we can kind of have something going on with people trying to really start and I think we elaborated on that, before, start a persona brand, like a brand based on a persona. Meaning like it's something that's based on you. Like starting from you, but it's gonna be something that you're gonna be, building through. You're gonna be like how ours just so happened to be clothing,
For now.
For now, and that's only one part of it. Like because you are so dynamic and you can put this stuff into anything, But it's all because it's all about your story, and I think we can really teach that kind of going forward and how to implement that into a business because that's exactly what we do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think as far as like persona building, in brand. Through a digital system, using the who's, with financial literacy attached, all that stuff in play, I think we can really go somewhere with that.
Yeah, so we teaching. So how would you define persona?
A persona, like I would define that as CARESNONE. You're Chris, your business is the persona. Persona is a person, just put it like that. how we always say like by law a business
Right,
is a person.
it's a person.
I just call her persona. That's her name. That's my business's name. You know, but it's pretty cool, Ace. But it's just like that's persona right here. So your persona is something that you're building, like your caricature of the CARESNONE brand. That's really you expressed, but it's just in your persona form.
Right, which is what we were talking about, having your own actual digital character to do that.
Exactly.
Because when you set that up, it made so much sense.
Yeah, having a little CARESNONE.
And they already got that.
They
People
already do.
doing
They
that.
already do. Have a little penny of your own, boy.
A little penny.
Yeah.
A little penny. You know what I'm saying? And like literally a little penny.
Yeah.
But digital.
Digital little penny. That's what the new age requires, and you can do so much with that. You know how many memes and stuff you can put it up. You can do this. You can do that stuff so hard, bro.
So
crazy.
When you said that, the dope part about that is that makes the content easier to create.
Yes, you can flip it.
You can flip
Turn
it
that to
quicker.
a 8-ball. Now you
You know what I'm saying? You could literally find a quote and put your avatar on it, and now your avatar is attached to that quote.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't necessarily have to be the one to have made the quote in order for it to attach to that. Now, I could say that the quote wasn't by him, but even it doesn't matter who the quote's by, this person's attached to it.
Right.
And I could do that with a trillion things.
Yeah.
You could put, so like you were saying, oh man. When you were saying,
oh boy,
we can make stories with the avatar. So like, for instance, the one we were discussing about CARESNONE was, what do you call it? Stage fright, getting over stage fright.
yeah.
So instead of necessarily and we can still do it with people, but you can use that avatar to tell that story.
Yep.
So oh man,
Hire animator, do that. And
Right.
you know what got me into that thought though? Just because I started doing the art modeling. And I started to realize, you know, before I was doing my photography stuff a lot, and I had to be a lot because I'm doing it myself. I have to be with the clicker behind the camera mostly, or in front of the camera mostly as well. But since I started doing the modeling stuff, it's like I still have that artist mindset, but I'm the model now. But I just see everybody being able to create the photography and art for me. But it's like I'm promoting them as the artist.
And get paid for it.
Yeah, and they pay me for it. So it's like crazy, but I get to see myself like I don't really have to do the work.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,